Hey, y'all, countryman. I just got a video from our half-acre homestead, Bev Bofi, and she wanted to know our 20 favorite things for Christmas. And I think I got 19 of them. I don't know. You'll have to go watch her video. But she wanted to know a list of questions. So I'm going to go through them. Some of them are kind of cool. She wanted to know our favorite movie, my favorite movie. And I'm going to say probably Miracle on 34th Street or Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Naughty or nice? It's according to who you ask. Uh, my embarrassing photo, you're looking at it. I'm ugly enough. I don't get in very many photos. Do we have a white Christmas? When I was growing up in Missouri, we had snow not all the time on Christmas, but when I married my better half, I moved up to Ohio. We had white Christmas up there. I have been in the truck city, in the middle of a truck stop and wake up Christmas Day and watch the snow fall. That was really good. Uh, where do you want to be your holiday home place? With friends. Since I'm old and by myself now, I usually go to Cheryl on the Hill. She doesn't have a YouTube channel, but she's a good prepper girl that has taken me into her family and treats me like family. Uh, Sing your favorite Christmas song. Uh, I'm going to say Grandma got run over by a reindeer on my house Christmas Eve. As for me and Grandma, we believe. Well, as for me and Grandpa, we believe. I like that one. That's cool. Uh, Name all the reindeers. Can't do it. I'm sorry. Uh, your favorite tradition that you most like. Uh, when I was growing up, uh, I was an unexpected event, and 1968, my sister graduated high school, moved out of the house. There wasn't nobody there but me and Mom. Dad died in 71. But what I'd like to do, we had a big red barn out behind our house, had the hay loft with the door you open up and the whole bit. And I used to go up there and sneak a cigarette and open that door and watch it snow. With the snow falling, it muffles all the sound, and back then you could actually hear the snowflakes hitting the ground. It was just totally quiet and watching the snow fall. I really enjoyed that. The next question is a real tree or a fake tree? Got a story about that. Me and Mom was living at home. She said there ain't no reason for us to put up a Christmas tree at all. And we had an old silver tree that you poke the holes in and everything and make it up. And she didn't even want to put up that. So, for me, I trudged down the number 9 ditch and I knew where a cedar tree was. It was about 5 or 6 foot tall, probably 2.5, 3 foot in round, and I got my knife and I trimmed it all up, made it look like a Christmas tree. I cut it down and drug it back to the house and got yelled at by my mother because she said I cut down a tree. I said, well, I wanted a Christmas tree. You wasn't willing to buy one. She didn't let me put it up in the house, but I did decorate it in the backyard, and that's one of my favorite trees. It was real. What's your favorite Christmas food? I was living out in California, and the woman I was living with taught me how to take, first of all, that family didn't mess around. Our turkey weighed 35 pounds. It was huge. The guy, her brother, was as big as I was, and it took both of us to pick it up and shove it in the oven. But she would put it in a baking bag and take pina colada wine coolers and put it on the inside, outside, and 2 4-packs, 8 12-ounce wine coolers went in that turkey. And you tied the bag up, put it in there at 200 degrees all night long. The whole house smelled like a brewery all night long. And with the pineapple being a, what do you call it, meat tenderizer, that turkey just fell off the bones. It was so delicious. And one of the questions she has is giving or getting gifts. I am just like you, Bev. I hate getting gifts. I feel that I don't deserve them, and I would much rather give them. I am wearing a Marshall T-shirt. I got on new pants that a lady and her husband gave me at church. Thank you to them so much. I've got peanut butter fudge. I've got banana nut bread. I've got the cinnamon rock candy. If you ain't never had this stuff, it is addicting. I don't know how you make it, but it's good. Let's see what else we got. Tacky attire. All my old clothes. I T-shirt and sweats. That's what I wear. That's my tacky clothes. I don't have any goofy stuff I wear for Christmas or anything. Dream place for you to spend Christmas. Everybody's going to laugh at me, but I would love to go to Puerto Rico and go down there and sit on the beach and drink pina coladas and white sands and go. I've been to Mexico. I loved it down in Guanajuato, Mexico. They had the Mummy Museum and all kinds of stuff down there, and they had the flea market under the trees, Vermatia abajo la arbol, and I loved it down there. I would like to go back. That's a real cool place to go. Favorite holiday recipe or candy or whatever? I like what Jessie, Cheryl's niece, my friend, they make. They're called Buckeyes. It's peanut butter and white powdered sugar, and I think butter mixed together. You make a ball out of it, you put it in the freezer, and you take it out and you dip the bottom of it in chocolate, and it looks like an eye or a buckeye, if you know what they are. And man, I can eat them things all day long. Am I a pro rapper? I think I'm pretty good, but everybody else says I'm not. I'll just leave it at that. Memorable holiday moments. I got 2 of them. I was 15 years old, 15, 16, and I've always been nosy, sticking my nose where it doesn't belong. So Mom knew that. So under the tree, she's got all these gifts, and I'm going through them and sneaking a peek at the wrapper, putting the tape back on. And I got to this one, and the end wasn't even wrapped. And I opened it up, and it said model car on it. I already got one of these. So I threw it back under the tree, and that was the last one that I opened. Well, my mom knew this, and she was a smart lady that I can relate to now in my old age. I got to that last present. I know what this is. She said, "Oh, you do, huh?" So I opened the present. I said, "Look," I said, "it's a model car just like I got already." "Ha ha, you forgot it." She said, "Open it." And I opened it, and it was the keys and the manual to my brand new 1976 Trail 70 3-speed automatic motorcycle that was out in the bean house outside waiting on me. And that's what I got for Christmas. I ran the wheels off that thing. And I had Stony the Pony. I give him to my cousin, and he got retired to a good pasture and lived his life out on the farm. And I started my motorcycle career. The next memorable moment that I had was I was living with my girlfriend and her 4 kids out in Arizona. And I had been working at the cotton gin. I was the press operator. And we got laid off like a week before Christmas. I mean, we had food in the house. We wasn't, I think we had one small turkey and everything was going to be okay. But her oldest son, somebody knocked on the door. And he looked out the window and he says, "Philip." I said, "What?" He said, "The cops are here." I said, "Huh?" He said, "The cops are here," and his eyes are as big as plates. I opened the door. There stood 4 police officers of Safford, Arizona, and the chief of police, and 3 squad cars out front. I said, "Oh my God." I said, "Gentlemen," I said, "I don't know what it is, but I didn't do it, you know." And the chief of police said, "Yeah, you did. Come here." And he took me by the arm and led me out to the car. They opened up the trunk, and it was completely full of food. Along with the other 2 police cars, it was completely full of food. The back seats were full of presents for 4 kids, plus my girlfriend and I. And they brought it all into the front room. And that was December 23rd, and we didn't buy food for the house until the 1st of March. We had 3 turkeys, 3 hams, 15 cans of pumpkin, pie crust, dressing, cranberry, pies, cakes, apples, oranges, plus all the presents for all the kids. Had 4 or 5 presents, all from the Safford Police Department. It all started back in the summer. I mean, what goes around comes around. There was 2 Mormon boys that you run around on their bicycles. Well, in Arizona, they walk. And they would stop at my house every afternoon. We'd have a big jug of lemonade for them. And, you know, we'd study the Bible and everything. And I'm assuming they're the ones that turned my name in. And for 3 months, we didn't buy food for that house. None whatsoever. I mean, it was all there. The truth about Santa. When did I learn that Santa wasn't real? Well, I'm kind of like Bev. In some form or another, St. Nicholas or Santa, he still exists. What's the biggest gift that Santa ever got me? Well, it wasn't Santa. That would be Jesus Christ and Him dying on the cross for my sins. That's what Christmas is all about. And the great gift that God gave us was His Son. And that's the best gift. New Year's resolutions, I'm kind of like Bev. If I wake up in the morning, my feet hit the floor, I'm okay. I made it all the way to April this year with my New Year's resolution of coffee with no sugar. And then I blew it. This is my 3rd quart of coffee today, and yes, it's got about a tablespoon of sugar in it. And I missed one of the resolutions. What makes Christmas special for you now in your life? I get to go over at Cheryl's on the Hill. She drives 25 miles from over in Ohio to come get me, to take me back to her house. I will be there Christmas Eve and probably Christmas Day. And I'll get to watch all the kids open their gifts. Last year I took my computer over there, and I had a laptop computer that Pocono Prepper gave me. And I had a bunch of Christmas shows and Christmas cartoons on it. And all the little kids, since I kind of look like Santa Claus, I entertained them by holding the laptop in my hand and letting them circle around the back of me to watch the Christmas shows while all the adults were watching the big screen and all the football games. And this is all of the things that make Christmas special to me. I wrote them down. You can go watch Mrs. Volpe's video, but I'll do like she did. I'll tag everybody that's got a YouTube channel to tell us about your Christmas. Tell us about your white Christmases, what your favorite food is, and are you naughty or nice, and what's your New Year's resolutions. And these are just a little few things from my past that uh, bring joy to my heart. December 22nd is real hard on me. It's the day of the year that my wife passed away. And I'm kind of grumpy, kind of grouchy, kind of sad all during December. Uh, I've been told by very close friends to remember the good times, and I try to. But there's an empty spot in my heart during this time of season for my uh, Kathy Ann. I love you, wild woman. I miss you dearly. Uh, Still being faithful to you. And just want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and a very blessed New Year. And if I can do it, anybody can. Merry Christmas. God bless.